It's been a while since I've talked about this, but I think it's now time to mention it again because I'm going to give it a fresh new perspective. I am not going to sound like an idiot, even though me saying that I'm not going to sound like an idiot pretty much says I'm going to sound like an idiot. I was an idiot. In high school, I just really didn't know how to socialize with the female species, to go up to them and say, hey, how's it going, all smooth like and stuff like that. Instead I was like, hey, how's it going, kind of like that, exactly like that. If you saw me, I did the little duck waddle right to them, and I was like, I'm funny, laugh at me. They were laughing at me, but not at my jokes, but at me. I'm like freaking Peter Parker without the cool Spidey effects. Let's backpedal a little bit and imagine this with the cool 70s music, because we're going way back into the past. Back to when I was a cool kid, you know, in elementary school, and all the girls were like, oh, he's cute, he's so dreamy, I want him to kiss my cheek. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll be kissing that cheek. Just totally like that, you know. No, basically, in elementary school, how relationships work, if there are relationships, most of the kids are picking their boogers or whatever, but how most relationships go, like, are, he's cute, she's cute, let's hold hands. So, I had this one girlfriend in 4th grade. We held hands all the time, but she eventually dumped me because I didn't play with her on the playground. But one thing that I did do, because my grandmother said it, as she would always kiss me on the cheek with her lipstick to make it look like I was getting the ladies. But anyway, she said to me, you gotta pretend that you're gonna whisper in their ear and then kiss them on the cheek. So I did that one time. I was like, hey, I gotta tell you a secret. She's like, oh really? What's your secret? And I was like, this kiss. Mwah. Actually, I didn't say it that, like, gusto-y. I didn't have that suaveness about me, but I did sure peck her cheek. And so I moved on, as most 4th graders do. I was an eligible bachelor. I was looking around and I was like, you know what? I need to be on a show like The Bachelor. Maybe I could go on to one of those shows of The Bachelorette. I'm kidding, of course. I found a woman, her name Jolita, and we started holding hands. And my ex-girlfriend would look on in jealousy, and she'd be like, I want you back. And I was like, you know what? Too bad. I'm a free man now. I let my wings out. So Jolita and I, you know, we hit it off for a month or so, and then that ended because I was moving, as usually happens. There's no long distance relationships. Could you imagine, like, talking over the phone to these girls? You just see them at school every day. Although I did, you know, talk on the phone to the first girlfriend, the one who dumped me, and I sang her a song that I wrote, and I really sounded like John Mayer. Thought I did anyway during that time, but I ended up really sounding like an American Idol contestant. As I arrived at the new school, I started to realize that the girls looked for more than just the looks in guys. It used to be, hey, you're cute. Now it was, hey, you're a nerd. That pair of glasses you're wearing with the strap on the back, who does that? Why do you have your shirt tucked in? I know, seriously, I had like the Pee Wee Herman effect. It took a while for me to catch on and realize, hey dude, your shirt needs to be untucked. Why are you dressed like some entrepreneurial rich golfer guy? Something like that. At least that's how I came across, even though I was a kid. But I was like that entrepreneurial rich golfer guy's son with the goofy teeth. Kind of like the Home Alone kid in the first Home Alone, I think that was the one. I'm going to be honest with you. It was in middle school, 7th grade, I believe, where one kid that was a jock, he was like, you know, man, I'm gonna make you cool if you help me with my science. And I was like, you know what? I will do that. I will help you with your science. Make me cool. And he's like, well, first things first, you gotta take your shirt out. You know, let it hang. And he was like, you gotta get rid of the belt. And I was like, okay, get rid of the belt. And he's like, you can't wear golf shirts, man. I was like, okay. And he's like, get contacts. And I was like, okay, I want contacts. So then I was an average person. That's what I turned into. I gained social skills. I actually talked to people. But I was average. Fairly average. Nobody liked me, but nobody hated me. I just fit in. Anyways, guys, I see some potential in this topic, and I don't want to waste all the effort into explaining everything just right now. I'm going to talk about this more in the future. If you want to hear, please leave a comment. Have a great day, guys, as I will too. Pieces.